Hey guys, how's everyone doing? First, a quick disclaimer. Some of the choices here are a bit sketchy, but that was just an attempt to keep to the budget. I'll give you some better options throughout the video, so here we go. The $400 budget slim form factor home theater PC. Now that's a little bit different, isn't it? Alright, so let's start with the case. Normally you'd pick the motherboard or CPU or something like that first, but this entire build is for this case, the Silverstone Technology Milo Z Mini ITX case. It's pretty, and it it looks very good, like in your living room or just something small and out of the way. The magic of this case is you could actually fit like a full-fledged GPU in it. Just try to keep it within, a two fan and two slots. And you can get this case for around $83. Next up, we have the motherboard, the ASRock Mini ITX B450 Fatality, and it's your standard ITX board. You could do M.2. It's got M.2 support. You put it on, and it's located on the back. This motherboard also has built-in Wi-Fi, so that's very convenient. Like if you don't want to have that Ethernet cable or a Wi-Fi dongle. And for the CPU, depending on the motherboard, if it gets to you with the BIOS already updated, you could go with a 3000G instead. But to be safe, you could get a 200, 220 GE, roughly around, $88 or so. And it's 2 cores, 4 threads. It's got the Radeon Vega graphics, Vega 3, but this is a home theater PC. By itself, it will play esports titles 720p at the lowest settings, usually okay. But just for daily tasks, watching YouTube videos, putting up a movie on your TV, something like that, it's perfectly fine. And for RAM, I chose the Silicon Power Value Gaming DDR3 3000 megahertz RAM, the 16 gigs. It's always better to have dual channel, so it's 2 sticks. And I chose 16 because that's going to help you with your CPU if you do decide to want a game or something like that. But make sure for Athlons and Ryzens, try to keep it at 3000 megahertz or more for these earlier gens, the first and second gen. And alright, so for Athlons, they don't take NVMe, so you're stuck with M.2 SATA, which is still much better than, it's always much better than having a mechanical hard drive. I picked this 128 gigabyte Kuesuni. I don't know how to pronounce that, but 128 gigs, perfect for your OS and a few, few projects, few, programs that you use the most. And it'll fit right on the back of the motherboard. And this was a special thing. For the case, it has two storage slots, but they only take 2.5 inch. And I always like to have like a cheap mass storage hard drive, just to have like mass storage for cheap. And I managed to find this Seagate 1 terabyte 2.5 inch drive which I believe somewhere it said it was 7200 RPM, which is perfectly fine if you're just putting in games or just mass storaging, projects. What else? And this is where it gets the sketchiest. This was the only budget Sfx power supply, meaning this will fit in the case and power everything you need. It's a Pevia. That is not your first or second choice to go to, and it may or may not blow up, but if it works, it works. It's not. It's less likely to blow up than some other no-name power supplies. It's 500 watts, so you're keeping that. You're keeping your wattage down. Your TDP is. This system's relatively low power overall, so you should be fine. And here we go. Overall, up to here, the system comes out to around $391. And it's all got free shipping. Most of it has Prime, so you're just spending $300. Oh, maybe a little bit of tax, but roughly around it comes down to $300 and $391. Now, for upgrades, I do recommend something name brand like EVGA. It's hard to find a budget Sfx power supply, so it's 450 watt modular power supply because I couldn't find anything else because I'm trying to look all over Amazon or eBay. Couldn't find anything. And yeah, it'll fit. It's reliable and should be able to power everything you need. And if you're looking for a GPU, roughly $100, a little bit more, you can either go with a 750 Ti or an RX 460. And once again, with the case, it provides brackets, PCI riser card. It'll be able to fit up to a full-size graphics card in there. So don't worry about the size unless, don't pick a beefy three fan design. And you maybe want to put one or two slim fans in there, 120 millimeters. To provide extra exhaust, extra cooling, so you keep that graphics card and CPU a little bit chillier, but it shouldn't be too much. And down the line, if you got, you could always upgrade this to a Ryzen whatever, and you should find yourself with plenty of good results. Anyway, that's it for this build. Not too bad for $400. Besides that power supply, home theater PC. All right, see you guys next time.